Greetings children, welcome to the online classes. This is Aishwarya. Please like and subscribe the channel for the further updated videos. The following video is for class 3, subject General Science, chapter 11, Water Shortage and Pollution, part 3. In part 1 and 2 of this lesson, we learned the importance of water and the causes of water scarcity. What are the causes of water scarcity? Population explosion, urbanization, pollution, deforestation, climatic changes. So moving on with the chapter, I'm reading out from page number 100. So please follow if you have the textbooks with you. So water pollution is the most important reason for scarcity of water, because when water gets polluted we cannot reuse it for drinking. So what is water pollution? What is that water pollution? Water pollution occurs when waste materials, sewage, chemicals, oil, etc. enter the water. Okay, when these unwanted things enter the water, it is called it is the pollution of the water. So when these substances enter the water becomes unusable. Okay, we cannot use that polluted water. It is very harmful to us, it is harmful to the environment also. Water pollution disrupts the water cycle too. Water moves in a cycle. If clean water is not there for evaporation, there will be less precipitation. This decreases the accumulation of the water. Also, when we pollute the groundwater, we cannot use it for drinking. Understood? This water pollution affects the water cycle. If there is no pure water for proper evaporation, there will be no proper precipitation. If there is no proper precipitation, there will be no proper accumulation. The rivers will stop flowing. There will be very less water in the lake. All these things will start happening. Okay, so we'll see some of the natural causes of water pollution and some of the human causes of water pollution. There are natural causes of water pollution also, which do affect the availability of the water, but not as much as the human causes that affect the water pollution. So what are the natural causes of water pollution? Volcanic eruption, algae blooms, animal waste, silt from storms and floods. Okay, so these are the natural causes of water pollution. First thing is volcanic eruption. Now when volcanoes erupt, they produce lot of unwanted smoke, which is very harmful to the air. Then that hot lava, when it enters into the water, the water is heated up, okay, which might kill all the animals present in the vicinity. Next is algae blooms. Algae blooms means the green algae, they grow in abundance. Okay, which will cover up the surface of the water and there will be no proper evaporation happening. Next is animal waste. Animal waste, uh, I'll tell you children, these animal waste, algae blooms are very little causes of water pollution, but the human causes are much more vast when we compare this. Then so that then the silt and storm from floods also cause water pollution. Then human causes, how are we causing the water pollution? How are we responsible to polluting the water? When I say we, it is you, me, everyone around us. It is not particularly somebody else who is polluting the water. It is each one of us who should be responsible for these water pollution or any kind of pollutions on earth. Human activities also cause water pollutions. They are sewage, pesticides and fertilizers from field, waste water and chemicals from factories, silt from building sites, trash from people littering, oil spills in seas and oceans. So first one is sewage. Sewage is the liquid waste we produce when we use the toilet, having a bath or washing clothes or dishes. It also includes rainwater that gets collected through drains. All that water that goes waste, right? When it rains also, all the water enters the drains, it is getting wasted. It may also have liquid waste from the factories in it. Okay, it can also have liquid waste from the factories in it. Sewage is mostly water, but it contains germs and chemicals which can cause harm to both animals and humans. This water waste, that the sewage waste, everything is just thrown into the nearest water bodies, which is polluting them. Then sewage flows into pipes called sewer lines. The sewage pipes must be cleaned at sewage treatment plants. When sewage is dumped in water, it causes pollution. Next is pesticides and fertilizers from field. So what happens with this pesticides and fertilizers is that farmers use seep. The pesticides and fertilizers are usually used for the better growth of the plants, better yield of the plants, so that the plants are not affected by other animals like worms and germs. So we use pesticides and fertilizers. So these fertilizers, what happens, they are nothing but chemicals. They are very harmful chemicals which seep into the ground and pollutes the ground water. Many times factories released wastewater and chemicals dirtily into the water bodies. This pollutes the water. Then debris and waste from building sites are dumped into the water bodies, making it polluted. Now waste and chemicals from the factories, lot of chemicals, they are dumped into the water without treating them. What happens if you just dump the chemicals, harsh chemicals, into the water? The animal life is affected. Later on it will affect the human life also. So these chemicals have to be neutralized before it is sent into the water. Debris and waste from the building sites are dumped into the water bodies, making it polluted. The silt, when you're working, no, the water flow, that time the silt, the muddy water contains large amount of silt in it. That silt also causes water pollution. Then littering. Littering is also a way in which we pollute the water bodies. Go to any lake, rivers or beaches, it is littered with waste materials. People are using water bodies as dustbins and polluting them. This is one worst habit of human beings, that we think if we throw something into the water, it is not going to do any harm. But that is wrong. Okay, that one water bottle you threw into the water body, any water body it might be, is going to harm the environment that we are living in. Another day, that water bottle will be responsible for harming many human beings, many lives of the other animals also. That is why we should not litter. If you visit any beach, it is dirty as hell, because it is completely littered. People, they just eat and they throw. They don't look for a dustbin, they don't hold their waste in their hands, and they just look around. If there is nobody looking, you just throw it away. That's very bad and that's wrong. If you're going on a trip also, you should have a waste bag in your car or a vehicle which you're traveling in, where all the dry waste, wet waste has to be collected. When you find a proper dustbin, you can throw it off, isn't it? You don't have to carry it all the way till your house. Somewhere on the way you will find a dustbin, you can dispose it into the dustbin, from where proper treatment will be given to that trash. So littering is a very very bad habit of the human beings. Then oil spills that occur at seas or oceans cause pollution of the seawater. Huge ship spills petrol, etc., they carry by accident. The sea water gets polluted. The What happens, these ships usually carry lot of oils, okay, petroleum or different kinds of oil they carry. Now when they're carrying on the sea, if there is some problem with the ship, it breaks down and the whole oil is thousands of liters of oil will be present in the ship. It will go on the water. Okay, and that will affect the marine life, the aquatic animals that are living in those areas. So we should be careful while transporting these oils. So I hope you understood this lesson. Stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself, keep learning, children. Thank you.